Amy here. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter this past Sunday. We had a great time. We got to watch our service online, and then we got to go ahead and play some games, and even my teenagers had an Easter egg hunt. So this week I am joining you from the kitchen, my kitchen. I've actually been thinking about what to have for dinner tonight, and I was thinking, I do some chicken, and we like to grill pineapple with our chicken. Have you guys ever had grilled pineapple? Oh my goodness, it is so good. You put it on the barbecue grill and it's really sweet. Well, guess what? We actually have a pineapple plant outside. In fact, we have several. But about 8 days ago, I noticed that one of our pineapple plants was getting a pineapple. So it's been 8 days. So this pineapple should be ready. So I hope you don't mind, but we're going to go outside and pick the pineapple. So you come outside and join me, and I'll meet you there in just a moment. Hey, thanks for joining me out here. As you can see, I have my pineapple back behind me, and I have all the tools needed to cut my pineapple for my dinner tonight. I have my loppers. I'm going to go ahead and chop the pineapple off the plant. So let me go take care of that right now. We can get back inside and get down to our story. Wait a minute. This pineapple right here? This pineapple's not big enough for dinner. This thing is tiny. Oh, what is going on? It has been 8 days since this pineapple came into this plant. It should be ready by now. I need this pineapple for tonight. Wait, I know. I think that it probably could just use a little bit of water. Let me get some water. I actually have some water right here for watering my plants. Let me go give it a water. There you go, pineapple. Grow, grow, grow. Grow, grow, grow. Come on, pineapple. You guys, the water is not helping. Ugh. What else could it be? I need this pineapple now. I can't have dinner without the pineapple tonight. Oh boy. Oh, I know. Plants need light to grow. Maybe it needs more light. Let me see what I have in here. Aha! I have this extra light right here. Let's go ahead and shine some light on our pineapple to make it grow. Here, pineapple. Here you go. Come on now. Come on, pineapple. You can do it. Grow, grow, grow. All right, guys. That's it. My pineapple is not growing. I don't know why. I need it now. And now I'm hot. And I still have no pineapple for dinner tonight. What am I going to do? All right, I'm hot. I'm going back inside. I'll meet you there. Woo! It is hot outside today. I definitely need a nice cold glass of ice water. Oh, let me get my water. There we go. Get my ice. Oh, I filled this up. Should be good to go. It was definitely not good to go. Oh my, I put water in the ice cube tray 15 minutes ago. It should be frozen by now. I need cold water. It's so hot outside. I need it. I can't drink hot water on a hot day. I need it now.
Jenny, what is going on in here?
Honey, my ice cubes weren't frozen. I put them in the freezer 15 minutes ago. They should have been frozen by now. The pineapple outside has been on the plant for 8 days, and it's still not ready to pick, and I need it for dinner tonight. I need it now. And
Okay. You need to practice patience.
Patience?
Patience. Patience means waiting for the right time to do things.
The right time to do things?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. There's a guy in the Bible that practices patience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? While I'm drying off, why don't we go ahead and find out what it's all about? So our story today comes from 1 Samuel chapter 24. Now before we get to that, we need to rewind a little bit. There is this boy named David, and David is a shepherd. Now most of you probably know David the shepherd boy because of something he did, that he used a slingshot and he slew Goliath. That's how we really know David. But what I need you to know is that when David was a boy, God told David that he would be the king of Israel. But David had to wait very patiently for a very long time for that to happen. Now, there was already a king in Israel, and his name was King Saul. And King Saul was a very majestic and regal king. Well, as David grows up and gets older, he becomes a very mighty warrior. And the people of the town of Israel, they start to like David. Well, they like David better than they like King Saul, which makes King Saul very uneasy. So King Saul decides that he needs to get rid of David. And yes, by get rid of David, I mean he has to kill David. So because of Jonathan, King Saul's son, David knows that King Saul is going to kill him, and he runs away. So for years, King Saul chases after David, trying to find him and trying to kill him. One day, King Saul gets word that David and some of his friends are in the desert. So he takes a huge army and goes chasing after them to find David to kill him. Along the way, King Saul needs to rest in a cave. So he goes into this cave to rest. Well, wouldn't you know it, that exact same cave is where David and his friends are actually hiding. So you have David in the cave with his friends, and you have King Saul in the cave resting. Well, David's friends tell him, hey, this is the time. This is the chance. God is giving you King Saul. Kill him, and then you will become the king of Israel. Well, David creeps up on King Saul, and he has his sword, and he goes and he cuts off a piece of his robe, and he takes it and he says to his friends, no, now is not the time to kill the king. Well, King Saul wakes back up and he leaves the cave. As he leaves the cave, David comes running out to him and tells him, why are you chasing me? Why are you so mad at me and trying to kill me? Look, I have a piece of your robe. I could have killed you in the cave, but I didn't because it's not the time for me to be king. Well, after this happened, King Saul realized that David was a very good man and that he was doing the right things and that he wasn't going to hurt the king. Well, King Saul said that he wouldn't hurt David either and made David promise that when David was king, by God's appointing, that David would not harm Saul's family. And David did make that promise. Well, I hate to tell you, but David kept his end of the bargain. King Saul did not. When King Saul got back, he still tried to kill David in several attempts. But God rewarded David for his patience, and when the time was right, he anointed David as the king of Israel, and David kept his promises to King Saul and never killed his family. So, how about that for patience? Can you imagine knowing that when you're really small, that you're going to be a king, but you have to patiently wait, and you have to patiently endure the things that come to you until God is ready to do with you what he said he would. Now, I don't know about you, Sparkies, but I think that's a really neat story. So Sparkies, patience is waiting for the right time to do something. Now, I know it can be hard for us to wait, especially if we have a problem. But God wants us to wait rather than get angry or complain like I did. Would complaining or getting angry make my ice freeze any faster? Nope. Would complaining or getting angry make my pineapple grow any faster? Nope. So really, it doesn't do anything for us other than get us frustrated and angry, and that's not what God commands us to do. So There is a verse in James chapter 5, verses 7 through 9, and we're going to look at that. I've made a little slide for us so we can read it together. James 5, 7 through 9. Dear brothers and sisters, be patient as you wait for the Lord's return. Consider the farmers who patiently wait for the rains in the fall and spring. They eagerly wait for the valuable harvest to ripen. You too must be patient. Take courage, for the coming of the Lord is near. Don't grumble about each other, brothers and sisters, or you will be judged. So what do you think about that verse? It's pretty interesting. It tells us that we need to be patient. It tells us not to grumble. You guys know what grumble means? Grumble is pretty much like complaining. Don't complain about other people or things you're not getting. The Bible tells us that. So, this week you guys need to remember, 1, God is patient with us. Oh my goodness, He is so patient with us over and over and over again. He exercises patience on the things that we do that we're not supposed to do. So I want you guys to go out this week, and I want you to do your best to try to be patient with one another. All right, you guys have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye. 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 And now, a moment with a special guest.
Hi guys, it's Miss Maria. I am missing you so badly. I miss our game time, I miss our council time, I miss memorizing verses with you, and I even miss Mr. Chuck saying, "That reminds me of a story." Most of all, I just want you to know how much your smiling faces bring me joy. I hope that you guys are being safe, you're doing great with your homeschooling, and I cannot wait to see you again.
This has been a moment with a special guest.